Oh, hey, this is K-Bar user. Well, I was talking to a good friend of mine, Snowwalker Bushcraft, and I decided, I should say, I'd like to try to make a capote. So he sent me some plans on the internet, um, and I tried it as measured out the way they said and everything, and it just didn't come out right. So basically, what I did is I looked over my bathrobe. I was like, hey, wait a minute, this is a capote. It's just made out of fleece instead of wool. So, what I did is I got the German Army blanket that I had bought to make the capote out of. As you can see, it's not the thickest wool, but it's a heavy wool. I'm not sure what, but it's a nice wool blanket. So, what I did is I doubled the blanket over lengthwise, stretched my arms out, got the perfect fit, cut the head hole right there with a little 4-inch slit so my head will fit through tightly. Now this is the blanket lengthwise here, and this is widthwise. No, actually yeah, okay, I got it right, yeah. So, the arms are a little bit shorter because the blanket was only, I think it was 68 inches wide, and I've got a 74-inch arm reach, wrist to wrist. So, I'm a little bit short on the arms, but I can always put a cuff on there, make up the difference. Now the NVA you see here, it's Northern Vermont Army. It's not North Vietnamese Army. So anyway, set the bathrobe on there. Trace the bathrobe onto the outline of the bathrobe onto the blanket. Double the blanket in half, of course. So, and then basically just cut along my trace lines, and this is what I wound up with. Now it's inside out because that's the way you want to sew them, not right side out. You want to turn them inside out and sew them. Once they get done being sewn, then you can turn the whole thing inside out. And I have to make a hood for it. I'll be putting a hood on there. And I'm probably going to make a separate cowl, maybe out of the same. I ordered 2 of these, so maybe out of the other blanket or maybe out of one of the green army blankets or whatever I have. But I'm probably going to be making a cowl, the cap to fit the arms, just for an extra layer around my upper shoulders and back where it gets really cold. So this is part 1. To cut it out, just lay down your pattern. If you're going to use a hoodie, same deal. Fold the blanket so where the length is your arms and the width is the body. And lay your hoodie on there. Lay your bathrobe, whatever you're going to try to use. Lay it on there and just trace it, cut it out. Make sure the blanket's doubled. Just trace it and cut it out, and you'll have 2 sides in one. Then all you actually have to do is sew this seam here, and the same with that side. Like I said, if it's a little bit short in the sleeves, you can add a cuff to it, which is, a little piece of material you just sew onto the end of the arm. Or if it's a little bit shorter on length, you can always add, a different color blanket around the bottom, give it a little more flair. But make sure you turn it inside out and sew it so that when you turn it right side out, you don't see the seams. Now with the seams, basically what I'm going to do is fold them in like that. It'd be about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. Lock them together, sew them up, and this will be part 1. Part 2 will be after I get it sewn. And for a hunting shirt, you don't have to cut this. But what I'm going to do, since I want a capote, which is split down the front just like a bathrobe, and it's folded over with a sash or a belt, I'm going to take this head cut that I made here and, just get a straight edge, cut it right down the middle, and then add what I need to it. So there we are. It's the beginning of one. So hey, this is K-Bar User. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Comments are more than welcome. I always love to talk to you guys. Alright, this is K-Bar User. You all have a great day now.